Let's look at what a controlled experiment is. Let's define a couple of terms to begin with. One is what a control group is. So we define that as the group in the experiment that does not receive the variable being tested. What's the purpose of it? Well, the results of the experimental group can be compared to this group to determine the effects of the variable being tested. And then we have the experimental group. So the experimental group is actually receiving the variable being tested. What is its purpose? It allows us to observe the effects of the variable that we're actually testing. So let's look at an example. So I have a picture of a flower. So this is a lady's slipper. I took that picture actually not this past summer, but the previous metal. So I thought it was kind of a nice plant to take a picture of. And to add into it. But the theme of this controlled experiment. So let's look at an application. So let's say that I want to find a fertilizer or determine how effective a fertilizer is. How would I do that? So what I could do is I can actually get set up two groups of plants. An experimental group over here, and then a control group. And if you notice, I have 4 plants in each of these groups. To make this a valid experiment, I want to make sure that all the variables are the same. In other words, I have the same kinds of plants, the same type of soil, the same size pots, and everything is the same. I'll water them the same. They'll get the same amount of water. But the only thing that's going to be different is that in my experimental group, I'm going to receive the fertilizer. So let's say it's fertilizer A. So I'm going to put fertilizer A. So I'm using the fertilizer A in the experimental group. But in my control group, I have no fertilizer at all. How much did you grow in 30 days? So I'm hypothesizing that my experimental group is going to cause, let's say, a 20% increase in growth. So after 30 days, I'm going to measure the plants in the experimental group and the plants in the control group, and I'm going to compare the results in my experimental group to those in my control group. If the fertilizer is actually effective, what I should see is that in the experimental group, the plants grew 20% greater than the control group. If I didn't have the control group, right, if I got rid of the control group, then all I would have known is that the plants grew a certain amount in 30 days. But I wouldn't know